Thank you so much for having this, seriously.
I'm going to be going on mute for a few minutes to wash some dishes.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Jousts. Tonight, the part of House Millies will be played by House Lappin. We'll be here for a couple hours. We're going to do some writing. I'm going to move some things around here on my display for the moment. Actually, move that back, so don't mind me. Just kind of shifting things a bit. If you guys would like to join us for, let's see here, just a second. Yeah, that should be there. Oh, I see. That's got to go there. Okay. And I'm going to put up a timer here. If you guys would like to join us on the Discord, we are in the NaNoWriMo channel on my Discord server. Just type !Discord for the address. And you'll have to give yourself the writer role, I think, in order to get into the Nano channel, but please do, and we'd love to have you. Now, I'm going to add the timer to this display in case people would like to do timer stuff. I'm going to follow the pattern established by House Millies, which is to say this is going to be a nice, relaxed, you know, I'm not putting on a show here. I'm not going to worry about looking all super professional or anything. I'm still in my pajamas. I don't care. We're just going to hang out. We're going to get some writing done. All right, there we go. We should be ready now.
Okay.
Yay! I'm glad you guys could join me. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Alright, so there's the Discord address. If anybody would like to pop in, you're welcome to do that. If you're already on my Discord, of course, just pop into the voice channels. I am going to fire up my Chrome here, and I think I'm going to do some light edits. I finished editing. Oh no, I lost all my windows. Ah! Okay. Well, maybe that was for the best. The Tab Army has been defeated. It is dead,
There's a simple way to
Jim.
get. There's a simple way to get your tabs back, though.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be good for my bandwidth anyway, I suppose. That's
Knowing
funny.
you, probably.
Oh yeah, I am sure. Yeah, that is okay. Manuscripts. Fire up here. Oh, I hear a dinghy. We have a new person! Yay! Hello, Rowan! Good to see you!
Hello.
Oh, and I heard another dinghy thing.
I don't know what the other dingy thing
I
was.
thought that was
Thank you for the follow, Sapling. Good to meet you, by the way. I hope your mother warned you that I swear. I'll try not to, but I do, so... Yeah. Just so you are aware.
there might be some strange noises from Rowan's mic because she's just running the laptop mic, not her headset. So, you know, cats, dogs, chair noises.
What, who, me? Are we getting weird noises?
No, me.
Oh well, whatever.
You might from me. Because I'm just running the laptop mic. I didn't put on the headset.
Ah, gotcha.
Makes sense.
No worries.
So, you know, cats purring into things, dogs grunting at cats, etc.
We can handle it. I can handle it, says Sapling. She did warn me. Okay, good. Yeah, Canadians, you know? When we stop swearing is when you should be worried.
Just true. When we get polite and say, fine, then you're in trouble.
That's it. So what are you guys working on tonight?
I'm working on my science fiction world Sagitta Epsilon.
Nice! I am all for science fiction worlds. Oh, and you've already put in 81 words. I'm yapping, you're writing. That's great.
Technically, I think
know.
I started like a minute before we technically started, but it was a minute. I don't even care.
And
And
hello,
that's,
Shadow!
you know, just mostly because my writing these days have been stuff for character journals and whatnot, and I'm currently at a standstill point where I can't write anything till I get more game in.
Hi, Shadow. Good to see you. Glad you could join us.
Yep, hello.
Everybody hear him okay? I was kind of quiet, but I heard him. I'm just double checking. I might need to turn down my music.
Oh no, I heard him alright.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Sapling says, I'm good. I think everyone else in my household is either on the other side of the house or asleep. So, yeah. Also, on Coffee Stream, I got 569 words. That is awesome. Right on.
That's amazing.
And you reported it, I hope, and, or are you playing the game of tomes with us? Or are you just kind of writing along because why not? I think I'm going to actually finish the edits on book 1. That's what I think I'm going to do. You put them to the Lappin House! Yes! The Warren is glad to welcome you.
Sable is the mother
Or
of
might go-
bunnies.
I might go and edit my brain stew, but I'm halfway not inclined to because it sort of amuses me to make our DM have to read it.
Oh yeah, he deserves it, definitely. Make him read it. Our GM in that particular game is Chris, who is one of the players for Toy Soldiers. So he's running an off-stream Star Wars game for us, and Rowan's character is having some serious angst problems right now. So Rowan tends to be kind of a method actor with her characters, so she's having some angst right now. It's just fun.
That's alright. Chris doesn't know what he has got his ass into.
Yeah.
He made a mistake the other day.
What'd he
He
do?
made a mistake at the end of the off-camera stuff we did.
Oh yeah.
And he said, okay, so, he said, so, Mel and Alantalk's relationship is back on track. Check.
Sapling asks, also, do you have any ideas for choose your own adventures for your family to do? That is a good question to ask people. What genre do you like? Do you like fantasy? Do you like science fiction? Do you like Western? You know, mysteries? Because that might give me more direction. All of them!
Oh,
You're my
yeah.
kind of person. All right. That's great.
Hodgepodge it is, alright.
Okay, Western, choose your own adventure. Somebody robs a bank, you have to find out who and then catch them.
Don't forget the inevitable rattlesnake encounter.
Oh yeah. Wait, talk slower? Okay. I'm thinking, okay, if it were a Western, then you could have a bank robber rob a bank, and then the characters have to, first of all, figure out who did it, and then second, try and catch him. That sapling needs to take notes. Okay, that's cool.
Let us know when you are caught up.
Nice. Any more? Okay.
Do not forget the inevitable rattlesnake encounter in that, because there always has to be a rattlesnake in a Western.
I see you, Lorraine. Watching TV. Okay. I was gonna like put on a headset and come join us anyway, but but she did draw. That is cool. Okay, let's see. Maybe we should like go around the circle.
Sure.
So pick a genre and give Sapling an idea for a choose your own adventure.
Which direction is this circle going?
That's a good
Yeah.
question, isn't it? Okay, so I guess I'll actually put up the screen here and see where I am. Okay, we'll go up, so Amelia. If she's around yet. She's not. Okay. Yeah, she's got to do the dishes and she's coming back. So your turn, Moon.
Okay, just a moment, please.
You bet.
Okay. Okay, so your characters are all related to a family member, right? Family member dies and you find out that you all inherit a house from them. The house is full of really weird stuff. Like, rooms that lead nowhere, doors that lead nowhere, and a room that opens up to, like, a forest. Think Narnia.
Ooh, portal fantasies, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can never go wrong with good portal fantasy. I actually read the Chronicles of Narnia before for a class thing. You know, Narnia is it's kind of okay, it's a gateway drug to fantasy is what it is. I love it. I did my first Narnia book. I was part of this like, you know, kind of honors like special credit reading group, right? And we did Prince Caspian before The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe came up in the curriculum. And that was my introduction to Narnia, and I love it. I still love it. So, yeah, portal fantasy are always fun. Doors that go nowhere. What world do they go to? What's going on in that world? You know, is there like a big saga that they're going to get embroiled in, like the kids in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, right? You know, that sounds like a great, like you could run that forever, depending on where you wanted to go with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so 20 years from now, Sapling publishes a novel series entirely based on this portal fantasy world.
That would be amazing.
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be epic? All right,
It would.
Rowan, your turn.
That would be.
You're up.
All right. So I like have this preference for like mixing everything up horribly. So we got these characters, right? They're all related. They're hanging out, and they find this cool metal box. Cool metal box leads them to a spaceship. Spaceship takes off with them. They now have to figure out how to get home.
Nice. Now we've got science fiction. That's cool.
And fantasy.
That's true.
At a time and place.
Oh yeah, that could be kind of like A Wrinkle in Time if it were done right.
Yep.
That's cool. Also one of my favorite books of all time.
Rowan's D&D world is kind of like that. She blends magic and technology and stuff all together.
Sounds
It's really
fun.
on a quantum level. It's all the same shit.
Hey, speaking of which, that's a thing that I figured out when I wrote the Faster Than Light travel article for the Toy Soldier Saga. I figured out that I thought it was fantasy, but it's actually science fiction. Because you know what? It all actually has logic.
It's all,
Logic is good. Logic is great.
Okay, so
until it doesn't work.
yeah, well, science fantasy is the best description. Next, please. All right, in that case, that's up
Yeah.
to Shadow.
Wait. Oh yeah. So ideally, I like fantasy. So I think that a good starting thing was for you to start in the middle of an arena, and all the player characters, you get to choose how long you want to fight in the arena for. So if you go one round, you get a small reward. Then it ups it, and each round the creatures get stronger and stronger and stronger. So by the end of it, you get to face like a boss creature.
So
Does that
basically,
make sense?
they're in a video game, more or less.
Yeah.
Oop,
But it's more.
stream crashed apparently. Reloading time.
Oh.
Okay, we'll wait and then we'll repeat. It's cool.
Makes sense. It makes sense in my head. That's what I would do.
Sounds like fun, actually.
Yeah, go spend your time in an arena, and if you lose, well, you lose everything. If you win, you gain some good items, but you have to take that risk.
Fight night, fight night, fight night.
Yeah, so if you didn't hear the beginning of that sapling, Shadow was suggesting basically it's like they end up in an arena video game and they have to fight tougher and tougher creatures, getting more and more rewards until there's like a big boss fight.
The catch is that if you have to decide if you want to. It's pretty much you take that risk. So once you pass one round, the offer will be, do you want to fight these next creatures? And then there'll be different obstacles for you. So you might have to fight them with no armor, or you might have to fight them with no magic. And if you pass that, you get into the next round. Eventually, you get to the ultimate round, which is the boss, whoever that creature is, and if they win that, they get everything they won in all the rounds. Pretty much, I'm a cruel GM.
Awesome. Alright, so what do you think there, Sapling? That's 4 different ideas for you. I'll see if I can get Amelia to give you one when she gets back. You're welcome. Happy to help.
Always a pleasure. Rowan's always good for bouncing stuff off of.
That is very true. I have done that with her and my books for years. I wrote
Sapling,
Oh, go ahead.
We're gonna say, Sapling, my idea is the best, right? Right.
All right. Woot! 51 bunny words from Sapling because she was taking notes while we were doing the thing. I'm just checking. I believe your pronouns are she, her. Am I correct about that, Sapling? Okay, good. Just making sure. Yeah, maybe we should introduce ourselves anyway. Yeah, so I'm Sable, aka Diane. My pronouns are she or they. Either are good. Going around the circle, Moon be next.
I am Aiden. Let's just use she, her.
Okay, she, her today.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you bet. Rowan's next.
Hi, I'm Rowan. I use she, her.
And then Shadow.
But I'll answer today.
Shadow, and I answer to he, and that's it. Right? I forgot the other one. Yeah, this he.
He, him.
Sorry, yeah.
Yep, you bet. No worries.
Yeah.
There we go. And that way everybody knows.
We hate my voice.
There's nothing wrong with your voice, man.
Is awesome.
Yeah, your voice is fine.
I
In
have
fact, I
night.
think you would do some very wicked, smoky blues type stuff if you were singing.
I bet.
I just have bad memories of people thinking I was a girl because of my voice. So, yeah.
Hugs.
Yeah, you bet. Hugs for sure. And yeah, no worries there,
Yep.
Sapling. She said thank you for the introduction, so. Yeah.
I mean, Sapling, you can do all the ideas in one. Make them fight
That
in the
would be
arena.
amazing.
That's what I would try to do, honestly. Knowing me, I'd be like, okay, how can I make this all work?
The timer in the corner is the dragon that sends us to the mines.
Yep, the dragon that sends us to the word mine. It's a timer in case people want to do writing sprints. Some people like to take time to write and then time to take a break. right? So it'll keep track of that. When you hear cheering, the writing sprint is over, and when you hear a dragon roaring, it's time to get back to writing. So that's why we joke about the dragon of productivity is sending us to the word mine. I'm pretty.
Demands more words.
That's right. I'm pretty much ignoring it this time though because I'm doing light edits, and for me that tends to work better if I think about it in chapters or chapter sections. So that's what. But I do use it for writing, and if anybody else wants to use it for writing, that's awesome. Oh hey Siobhan, I didn't see you come in. You can always join us on the Discord if you want. We're in my Discord in the Nano voice channel. No pressure, but if you like. Gets hyped up because it's almost 11 p.m. in Sapling's time zone. Awesome.
It's almost 12 p.m. my time, but I don't go to bed until like dawn.
Yeah, I don't go to bed till like 3, 4 in the morning. Yeah, see, we're talking. Amanda is writing 1,144 words for the shoal. Thank you very much, Amanda, and good to see you.
Oh,
Good job.
I'm trying to decide on an icon.
That's always hard, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Mine has been strategically picked to prevent being hit on by random guys who say, "Oh, you look cute."
Huh? I'm confused.
The icon that I use on Discord, I also use it on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Which is
Oh,
me engaging in amped-guard combat.
yeah, so if people get any bright ideas, they know not to. Good idea. Aiden was talking about the icons that are now you can add to your World Anvil articles,
Yes.
right? So, because deciding through the lists is kind of a pain in the butt, right? Because there's so many.
I shall send it in general.
Yeah. Amanda says, doing okay, just a little tired. I might take a nap or jump in the shower. Yeah, I hear that. I've been tired all day, too. I took 2 naps today.
That is a mood.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I had a 6-hour drive today.
Oh, God. Blah, that sucks. What was that about?
We went to get our kitten.
That's awesome.
Yes, he is adorable, but very terrified right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. Pride says they can probably get back online at about 2 a.m. Eastern, so that would be 11
That's
p.m.
in 2
my time,
hours.
2 hours. Yeah, I think I can hold the fort for 2 hours, probably. So.
Before.
Hey, I miss these Saturday jousts too. I like this. I would like this to be a regular thing, you know?
Enjoyed chatting with you all, which I normally don't chat with other people, but it's kind of fun.
You know, one thing I really like about doing Nano locally is that we have a good little write-in group where we go meet at the library, and honestly we spend more time yapping than we do writing, but it's fun. You get to socialize with other writers, you know, you can run ideas by people while you're working. It's cool, right? And this is just like that, which is why I like it.
Sapling, do you have cocoa powder?
No. Okay.
Not even for like baking? Oh, that makes it hard. Do you have any chocolate? Not hot chocolate mix, cocoa powder.
Oh, hot chocolate. Come on, now you're making me want a hot chocolate.
Yeah, no doubt.
In the middle of like, it's gonna be like high 70s next week.
Oh, yuck.
Oh yeah, on Wednesday it's gonna be 80 degrees here. To melt.
Yeah, it should be getting towards there this time of year. There's always a big temperature shift here, and I always find it really hard.
I have figured out which symbol to use thanks to Edith.
Awesome.
That's great.
Alright, Sapling likes my music. That's cool. This is an application called Sirenscape, and it has... it's basically designed for RPG gaming. This is supposed to be like a cyberpunk club kind of thing, but, you know, I just like it. I think it's good, you know, steady, lively music that isn't distracting, so, yeah, I like it.
The name Bailey is so weird when spelled like what I'm putting in chat. Like, so weird.
Oh, that is interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi world, though, that's set in the far future, so they all have corrupted versions of actual names.
Yeah, sensible.
Mainly because I'm not going through the trouble of creating a whole bunch of new names.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear
Sure.
ya.
Also, Bailey is a reindeer-human hybrid, apparently.
What is?
A genetically modified human.
Oh, okay.
Modified with the genes of a reindeer, sort of.
Interesting.
It's really weird.
Well, you know, if that's what the story demands, that's what the story demands. Suck it up and write it anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rowan knows all about characters taking on lives of their own and running your universe and life for you. So noted by the fact that she didn't get to bed till 2:30 last night because her character was living in her head.
Oof.
When we all lived in one house, we used to like game all the time, right? Work was always kind of sporadic. So,
And we didn't watch TV.
yeah,
We just gamed.
yep.
You know, other people, they gather around and watch TV shows. We gamed.
Well, that's a more creative approach.
Both my kids actually used to insist we leave the bedroom door open so that they could listen to game while they went to sleep. And they both grew up to be gamers. As a matter of fact, they both play with us on the Toy Soldiers old school game that happens every Sunday night at the moment.
Oh, have a good night, Sapling.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. It was a pleasure meeting
Sleep
you.
well, kiddo.
It's not bedtime. It's just the bed.
Talk to you again
It's
soon.
just night for me. How would you spell miss as like a title? That's what I am asking. It's in the chat. It's hard to say it with.
Oh, you know, I have no idea what that actually is in like spoken long form. I see it all the time and I don't know. If someone could educate me, I would really appreciate it.
What is it?
MX, as opposed to like Mrs., Ms., Mr., right? What is it? Yeah.
Like, I spell it like this, but I don't know if it's completely I'm not sure if it's completely correct. That's how I spell it, though.
Well, enough, it seems like it's an alternate to common gender honorifics. So,
M-I-K-S is how it's supposed to be pronounced. Mix.
Mm-hmm.
According to Google.
That's how it's pronounced, yes.
Apparently,
but how it's spelled.
It's pronounced mix?
Either...
What?
Yep. It's generally spelled MX.
Okay. Fine.
I think that's helpful.
It originated,
Whatever. I'm using MIXX because, yeah, that sounds more sci-fi-ish. I love how I'm literally calling this species a beastie human. So funny.
So the youngest hooligan was stupid today. They punched a door. They think they might have broke something in their hand now.
They should probably go to the hospital.
They're like,
Broken
they'll just put a splint on it.
When my brother broke his finger, they had to actually re-break the bone because it was a couple days later. Re-break the bone and then reset it because the tendons apparently don't heal very well if they're not in a specific position.
Well, he's 20-something and big enough to make his own decisions.
Yep.
So,
yeah, he is. And
Yeah.
his choice, man.
quite capable of getting his man to drive him to a hospital, too, so...
Actually, Paul doesn't currently have a driver's license. His mom will have to do it.
Ah, so he can ask you then.
But that's neither here nor there.
Yep.
That's right. I offered. I said, am I taking you to, the hospital, right? And he's like, possibly. I don't know right now. All they would do is splint it up, so... And I'm like, well, up to you.
Oh dear.
You should know better by now than to punch doors and shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, they all do it at that age.
Yeah, they're talking about moving back into town, and that's okay. I didn't expect them to stay out here forever. It was just supposed to be a temporary measure till they could, get shit together, so...
Yeah, I figured that too. But in town's good because then Gareth can still come out and help. Right, Gareth talked to me about it. He said, well, I'm never going to be able to afford to buy a house, so my future is on that property, so I might as well start putting in the effort. And I thought that was very mature and responsible, so... Thanks there, Shadow, for clarifying that. Mix. Or mux.
You're welcome.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we needed something. I usually put Ms. on... I think Shadow started first there.
Oh,
Yeah,
did I cut someone off? I was gonna say, I said, what was I saying? You guys can go.
Well, I was just gonna say, I always put Ms. on those things because I kind of resent the idea that my identity is defined by my marital status since I happen to have boobs.
Interesting. I mean, I guess I never thought of it that way. It's weird. Well, yeah. I guess society does that.
I mean, but that's why Ms. got started anyway, right? And obviously, mix is going to be something that's going to be like that too, because we need a gender neutral term. Yeah, we do.
I just prefer, honestly, that the standard is always use gender neutral. Gender should be irrelevant to all sorts of things that currently it is relevant to in our society, and it's bullshit.
I agree with you. It'll come. You know, it's coming now. Things are changing.
It should just be clothing, not boys' clothing, girls' clothing. It's just clothing. Wear what makes you flippin' happy.
I agree.
Men's work, women's work, screw off. It's all fucking work.
Good work there, speaking of Shadow, who just put in 118 words for the Warren. Awesome. Thank you.
More words, always.
I'm not hearing my timer. Did I not turn on the volume of it? I didn't, did I? Okay. I'll turn the timer volume on. I thought the Miss versus Mrs. started out as to whether or not you were the head of a household and or own property. Yeah, it might be true. I don't know that for sure, but I know that it's become a definition for marital status, and so that's why I'm like, yeah, nah, I refuse to participate. So I opt out. What is the difference between effected and affected? Okay, yeah, it's a twisty one. Yeah, affected is an action and effected is a reaction, I think. Let me look it out the dictionary here. Dictionary.com is my... yeah, so I agree with you there, Aiden. I'm just, yeah, effect versus affect. I'm sure they've got an article on this on dictionary.com because they always have stuff like that. There we go. I knew it. Oh, hello, Steph. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome.
I'm getting raided. Hello, raiders. Hello.
Welcome aboard.
For the yarn. Yeah, it should have gone, ding, but it didn't for some reason. I am not sure why. Coffee's like, for the yarn that I always tangle. Yeah, okay.
Yarn is good. No such thing as too much yarn.
That's a fact.
You know, it's just the woman with the spinning and crafting hobby. If your yarn always tangles, Coffee, what you need to do is set it in a bowl.
Okay.
It helps.
The verb affect means to act on, produce an effect or change in. As in, the cold weather affected the crops. It put a change in the crops, probably killing them. It can also mean to impress the mind or move the feelings of, as in, the music deeply affected him. The music changed his feelings or thoughts. Right? So when you're looking to use one of these two terms to express an action, chances are you're looking for affect. If you can substitute affect with another verb, you'll know you're using the right word, as in the cold weather damaged the crops or the music deeply moved him. Effect, right, is means result or consequence. So when you're writing, try to swap out effect for result and see if it makes sense. For example, his sunburn was an effect of exposure to the sun. His sunburn was a result of exposure to the sun. And that is the dragon telling us to go back to the word line, but...
I was talking for like a good solid 5 minutes there, and I was still on mute.
Oh wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
Currently working on a disease in my world, and the last two things are interesting. At least they're kind of confusing for me because one is says affected groups, and then the host and carriers. And this kind of disease only affects one group of people. So are they both affected and the host of it?
Probably yes.
Yeah,
Sounds like.
yeah, I would think.
Hosts are like carriers, like how certain animals can carry a disease without becoming sick from it.
So how was your stream there, Steph? And hello, Robson. Good to see you too. How are you? How long am I planning to go for this stream, says Coffee. I should be able to cover the gap after you and before Pride. Maybe even let Pride have a bit more downtime if they need it. That's helpful, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna go until my roommate gets up, and that means it's game night, right? So my estimation is sometime between 10 and 11 my time. I'm guesstimating about 10:30, so that's a little bit over an hour from now in my part of the world, because it is about 9:15 where I am. Awesome. So okay, you know what? I'll plan to quit at that time then, and that'll make the transition easier. So we'll raid back over to Coffee in an hour and 15 minutes roughly. And great. Yeah. Hello?
I get in more Steam Raiders.
Yeah. You guys like Steam Raiders or Stream Raiders, eh? Yeah, Robson says I'm doing well enough, 3D printing up a storm, that's cool. Steph says, stream was good. I've made good progress on brainstorming how to weave an old story into a new story. And I've made good progress on a phoenix, that's awesome. Yeah, now we just need to get Coffee on Discord, yes. Yes. That would be fun. Well, finding the tab. All right. Yay. That would be awesome. Yeah, we're in the voice channel, so you have to scroll all the way down. We're in the Nano voice channel. The NaNoWriMo voice channel. So, all right, 61 words for the bats from Aiden. Good job.
That's chicken. Okay.
I am glad you're having fun, Shadow. I love this too. I think this is really just kind of, you know, I don't have to do all the entertaining. It's cool. I can just talk. It's fun.
Yeah, that is awesome. Okay, I'm going to take a bio really quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you bet. The name of a ship from the webcomic Freefall. Okay.
I'm actually really happy at the moment. For the last couple of days, I haven't had to run the generator at night.
Oh yeah, because it's probably warmed up quite nicely there, finally.
Well, it's not a matter of warm, it's a matter of requisite amount of sunshine. That sounds like maybe there might be a coffee coming to join us. I heard a bit.
I hear coffee. Coffee.
Hello, coffee! I see them, but I do not yet hear them. There we go.
I'm here.
Awesome. Hi, how's it going?
I just had to make sure to unmute site.
Well, thanks for covering in between. That's really cool. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's one of those, if I know in advance, I can set myself up. It's the last minute, junk. I already made plans.
That's the problem, yeah.
Okay, what am I up to for now then?
Steph is feeling your woo no generator.
And I was up till 2 o'clock yesterday in the morning, more like 2:30, and by 10 o'clock my battery system was all floating again, so that was awesome. And that's running a fridge and a deep freeze, and my satellite internet and laptop.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think it's a matter of the sun, right? There's enough sun now that your solar panels keep everything better charged. Yeah.
Yep.
Rowan lives in...
I just gotta watch out for cloudy days now.
Yeah, Rowan lives in northern BC, right? So change of season has a big effect on the amount of sunlight that she gets. See, now I hear somebody doing what I should be doing.
So if you're writing stuff,
good luck, coffee. Whatever it is you're doing. We lost
or
the
something
coffee.
like that, feel free to fire me a message and I'll help you out with that shit.
What happened to coffee? No.
Coffee said they were trying something. So. And they're back.
That might be better. Yep.
Oh, there you go.
I couldn't hear everyone since it was on my computer, so I just decided to join you from my phone. Yay, technology.
Yay, technology is right. And it sounds like we have Amelia back now, too. Cool.
And Sprout went to bed, so she doesn't get to give Sprout a choose-your-own-adventure idea.
Sapling, but I like it.
Sapling.
Yeah.
I
Sprout is what Shandar calls his little sister.
I don't know what that is.
Yep.
I was like, why you go? It's like bedtime. It's like it's not that late, but that makes sense now.
I think she said she'd been up since like 1 a.m.
Oh wow.
Something. So.
Munchie update. Still terrified, still under the bed.
Aww. Poor baby.
First night in the new home.
That's gonna be for a couple of days.
Yep. I was just checking on his water right now. We're trying to give him as much time as possible to adjust.
Yeah.
I find generally...
Eventually his natural curiosity will overwhelm his little tiny furry body and he'll emerge.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have a pet. The only pets I see are the stray cats in the neighborhood.
Well, then you can have a pet. Just put out some food. Eventually, one of them will move in.
And there's some. I know that some cats like back door, so they kind of like this like stay there and meow a lot. It's weird. It's like two babies crying.
Aww.
That is, please let me in. I would like to investigate your house and see if you have some foods for me.
But they there for a while. We gave them water and then they left.
Japan that captures feral cats and then gets them ready to be fostered. And so I'll just be scrolling through Facebook and suddenly there's a, well, I got my 5th Crazy Cat Lady starter kit.
That's awesome. Apparently my cats will just, like, find more cats, so...
Well, cats will find more cats.
Oh, I think it's symptomatic of the location. I think people dump up by your place. That's just a fact.
I think they do, right? We're in a rural area, but we're just outside of the suburbs, you know?
Yep.
Horrible that they would dump the cats.
Yeah, it is. You know, please take them to the animal shelter. Do
At
not dump
least,
them.
yeah.
I don't have that problem out here. Nobody comes this far to dump animals.
Nope.
8 miles of 4x4 only road is very discouraging for that kind of behavior.
I am pretty close to an area where animals are dumped, unfortunately, but it's not a big issue where I'm at. It's like a couple miles down the road, though.
Although, you know, I'd be happy if somebody dumped some chickens. That'd be okay. I could use some more. I only got 2 chickens and 17 ducks.
Yeah.
For 17 ducks?
Tokyo has
17 ducks.
Feral cat colonies, but I don't notice that anyone dumps their pets.
I thought
now I'm thinking about it.
the neighbor, because she was looking for her cat. I don't know if she ever found her cat though. I felt bad. Her cat was sick, and hopefully he came home. But anyway, she tells me that there's 2 feral colonies in my neighborhood. They're 2 opposite sides of the neighborhood. There's a bunch of them because there's a neighbor who keeps them.
Yeah. Well, if her cat was sick and was missing, it probably curled off somewhere to die. They do that.
Yeah.
My dog did that.
Yeah, it was
lung
weeks
cancer.
ago though, so I don't know what happened.
I just realized I didn't have up my chat box this whole time in the video. Oh well.
Oops.
Oops.
I should fix that link, actually. That's what I'm going to do first.
Fix the witch?
Just a note, Coffee. I wasn't talkative in your stream today because it kept spooling on me, so I couldn't hear anything. I could just see chat, so I just did stream reader.
No worries. Everyone's welcome to just lurk.
Yeah, I feel that way too. Some people have things where they see who's in their chat. I don't have those things. I don't care, right? You know, come lurk. Sometimes I lurk. I don't want to, I want to hang out, but I don't want to say anything because that takes spoons. I may not have those. So,
Yeah, that's the... Sorry.
There's things that
No, go
show
ahead.
people who lurks.
Yeah, that's a big reason why I normally don't go to Darth's stream. His late night ones, anyway. Because I'm like, it's late, I don't want to chat, but my avatar is going to be there anyway. That's why I like coffee streams better.
No, you know what? Dorf's cool that way, though, right? Because he knows that people just lurk. He doesn't ask me how I am unless I've said something in the chat,
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
don't worry
just
about
hate it when I win a star or something, and it's like, great, I'm actually here now.
Well, I might not actually be there. I might have just left the stream running and went to the grocery store, so go ahead and talk to me if you want to. I'll answer if I feel like it, if I'm there.
It's a very rare occasion.
Like 1,000. You come back to 100 messages going, how are you? How are you? How are you? Weird.
But that's happened. But, there, you know why now. I'm not ignoring anybody. That is the sprint, by the way, if you were sprinting. My workflow will totally fuck you up there, actually, Coffee, because instead of 10 minutes and 10 minutes, I'm doing 15 and 5, so...
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. If I could actually do... I don't know, sometimes I want to do a 5-minute break, because 10 seems a bit too long. But then other times I'm like, well, I need to take a bio break and get coffee and make the coffee I want to get. You know what, 10 minutes is great.
Good work, Aiden. 156 words for the bats. Excellent. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I'll put on like an I'm taking a break 15-minute thingy, and that, that's when I go do all that stuff. And if people want to keep using it as a writing sprint, they can. I will when I get back, right? So that's how I handle it, but I hear you totally.
If there's any first-time campers or young writers in the chat, message me on Discord if you can, because I need to get to you about your participation prize.
That sounds ominous.
It's literally a participation prize.
Yeah, Aiden's got plans to, welcome new campers and young writers, so I think that's pretty awesome. Make sure that Sapling gets the message.
For young writers and new writers, do I get a participation prize too?
If this is your first camp, yes.
It's not. It's my fourth one, maybe.
Are you trying something new? Because if you're trying something new, I will say maybe if I have time.
I was just kidding. I was just kidding. It sounded good. It sounds like a great idea, actually.
It's trying to be encouraging to the newbies. Because I was a newbie like 2 years ago, and oh my gosh, it was hard.
Oh, it's really nice, actually. And it reminds me of, I knew a person who did that in games. He would take his time to go to the new areas in the game and hand out bags and the basic stuff for the new players. And he goes, I don't want anything in return. I just want to give you something nice because I know what it's like being new. And he used to do that every single year.
That's amazing.
When I used to play WoW, I used to hang out like in the Mosh Ogosh Ogre Cave and like dance and beat the tough ogre that would periodically respawn to death with my fishing rod. And basically, if somebody came for the quest, 'cause it was hard as hell at lower levels, I'd just like group with them and help them kill it.
That's cool.
But I have not played the grind for more gear in years. No. Because it bored me.
Makes sense.
Oh, interesting enough, writing tends to be more enjoyable for me than playing games now.
Yep.
My imagination
Very
is better
much
than
so.
anybody else's for me.
Like, writing, I can't even read half of the time anymore because even though I used to devour books so much, now I'm just so, ooh, this gives me an idea for this.
Oh hey, thank you for the follow, Liquid Aclo. Welcome to the channel.
Yeah, people find it weird. It's like, games don't give you enjoyment anymore? No, not really. Games for me, just like they last for a bit and then like, okay, I'm bored.
Yeah.
That's sort of why I like sandboxy type stuff if I'm gonna play a game.
Hey Mar, good to see you.
You know, things that
we're
questy or Minecrafty.
We're kind of hosting Saturday Jousts because House Millie's was not able to do it tonight. So basically we're all having a chat in the Discord. You're quite welcome to join us if you like. We're in the nano channel, so I think you have to have the writer role. Buddies are plotting to take over the world, but you're not supposed to tell people that, Shadow. Now they know the secret plan.
Hold on.
Inside voice, outside voice. Learn the difference.
We're hanging out in the Discord chat and we're all theoretically writing. I think most of us are doing more talking than writing, but some of us are actually writing. I am actually editing. I'm just not quickly.
I am forcing my Amazon link.
I will try your Amazon link again once your stream's back up and I see it.
Well, that's hopefully what I'm fixing.
Well, yeah, but I will be a tester, you know?
Thank you for that.
Yeah, Emily, Walking Dead lover, puts up her hand. I'm writing. Oh, you didn't hear
Well,
any of that.
that's kind of obvious.
Yeah. I'm something.
I'm writing actually at a pretty good pace for me.
That's cool.
Scrolling through my articles going, okay, which one do I write now? Oh, let's work on this one.
Gwen says, I'm taking a break from writing the page numbers on my TypeScript. That sounds like the most boring fucking job I can imagine.
Copying and pasting stat blocks.
Sorry? Copying and pasting stat blocks. That's boring.
Gotcha.
I agree.
Yeah.
Entering numbers into a database.
That can actually be pretty interesting because that's what I've been doing all month.
I'm glad you are. And thank you. I do really appreciate it. It's awesome that you're willing to do it. Cause
Yeah, I'm glad it's you, not me, man.
yeah.
That's one of those glad it's you and not me. Although I used to have to do finance reports and do editing and proofreading, and then I would get the quarters, the everything earned during the quarter sheets, and just wanted to cry.
Oof.
Yuck.
Hugs, Mar. Hugs.
Yeah, hugs from our. Well, we'd love to chat with you, and it's like it's kind of chaotic. So if someone didn't hear you, just repeat yourself, and people will pick it up, right? Because Rowan can be bad for that. It's not her fault. She has bad lag where she is because she has satellite internet.
I try really hard not to, but sometimes I don't quite give big enough of a gap. Or somebody else heard the gap and started talking, and I hadn't heard them yet.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
That's good there, Aiden. That works too.
I mean, I understand the need to talk, so I will often be silent for days at a time, and then I'll just get all the talking out at once. So I completely understand the need to talk. Well, Crud, I never put down the species name.
Well, welcome, Tarlia, and thank you for the follow as well. Clearly I gotta, stream more in this particular slot, because I'm meeting all kinds of people I've never seen before. Welcome to the channel. We do writing streams, couple times a week, 3 times a week. We do streams about RPG game content, and we have a game we run on Sunday nights. Can you do both? Of course you can. Aha! Yay! Do we have a Mar? We have a Mar! Yay!
Ta-da!
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep, we hear you. Welcome.
I think though I'm gonna plug in my headset here because I don't want to. I'm starting to hear some echo, and I think it might be me because I'm running off the laptop head mic.
Okay.
What questions like this?
I'm just working on my Pinedoverse World on World Anvil. Yeah.
Nice. I am editing a really depressing scene, which is not at all working with the conversation.
Hey, welcome Raiders.
Welcome.
Oh wow! Thank you very much
Welcome,
for
Raiders.
the raid.
Yay.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
They follow me and then they raid me. This is awesome.
I think we have a Brian to thank.
Thank you, Brian. Good to see you. How are you? And thank you, Tarhila.
Oh, hey, around my time period. New Zealand.
Am I missing a conduit meeting? No, we're just chatting. Hello, Twitch Cora. Welcome. Oh my god, there's all kinds of people I've never seen. This is great. Hello.
Hi.
Sneaks in silently.
Hello.
Hi, Vaughn.
All right. The gang's all here. This is great.
I am trying to
So
translate
welcome,
up in Latin.
welcome Tarlia. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it, and welcome to the channel. It's good to see you, and meet you. And welcome Twitch Cora and Toxic Legal. That's a cool handle.
I like it.
And I already said hi to Brian, which is awesome. Axiom Ultra Mega. That is a cool handle too. All right, well, thanks very much for the raid, and have a great day at work, and I hope I'll see you again soon.
Yeah, I would have been here sooner, but kind of got a little sidetracked.
Oh, and thank you for the follow, Twitch Cora. Oh, and we have a hydrate check from Toxic Legal. Thank you very much. Hail Hydrate.
Shalantcha.
Hail
Hydrate.
Hail Hydrate.
How's it going, Rowan?
It goes.
Oh, nice.
I am vaguely considering adding more to Mel's journal, but I don't think I can until I can get a yay or nay about a Cassius conversation me and Aaron did off camera.
Tarlia
Do you
says,
go?
I just did a mental health talk, and I'm a writer of sorts. I do creative writing prompts on stream, and I do shooty shoots as well. Well, that's cool.
I was going to say, the walking contradiction bit, I do horror and romance. So...
Yup.
Well, that works.
What about horror romance? Does that work? Horror
Yep.
romance?
100%.
Romantic horror? Yeah, sure, why not?
I was going to say, normally I don't put them in the same book.
Clive Barker's
You
Could, though.
What was the book? The book was originally called Cabal, and then it was re-released as Nightbreed after the movie came out. That was a horror romance. That was about monsters finding love. I thought it was wonderful.
Monsters Finding Love is nice.
Yes. Oh, speaking of monsters finding love, there's a Twitter hashtag game Monstrous May.
Okay.
And there's monster prompts for every day in May.
Oh, I'm gonna check that out.
To it.
That's cool. Monstrous
I'll
May.
find it and tag you, Sable.
Thank you.
Monstrous
that would be
May
cool.
Challenge, I think the whole thing is called.
Awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. And thank you for the follow, CH Phenom. Awesome. So, question: is this a chatty meeting of the minds, a little chit chat among writers? Yeah, I kind of okay. I stole the idea whole hawk from the Closet Forge because they were not able to do it tonight. So I'll definitely shout out their channel here because this is their concept and I love it. And it's something they were doing for the Game of Tomes called Saturday Jousts. And the idea is we all get together, anybody who wants to come in, whatever the Discord is. We're currently on my Discord in the NaNoWriMo chat channel. And so you have to have, I think you have to have a writer role to do it, but you're already on my Discord, I think. I'll put the address in there anyway. You're quite welcome to come chat with us if you want. It's basically a live write-in.
Yeah, Author Brian is part of your chat, your Discord already.
Yeah, I thought he was. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember. He's been quiet for a while, but he's there.
Yep.
I think I'm going to pop open a Word document and journal Mel some more. I just can't put it in her journal yet.
There you go.
Ah.
Sounds like a plan.
Wonderful people.
I am currently cleaning off whiteboard so I can take notes on everything I need to get done.
That sounds like me. Okay, what all do I need to do this week? Then I'll forget half of it.
Yep, which is why I have 3 whiteboards near my computer.
Thank you for the follow,
I'm just
Catherine. I didn't realize you weren't following, actually, and good to see you. Welcome over to the channel, then. Nice. I know Catherine from Coffee Streams, of course.
Oh, Catherine. Awesome.
Hey,
I like
Catherine.
when Catherine pops up because we get House Ava's points.
Aha.
I'm pretty sure Avis is still beating Chiroptera.
Oh, likely.
I mean, like, I'm not exactly a fast rider, and there's like 4 other people submitting.
Well,
Yeah, and I'm sporadic right now.
yeah, was that Apis or Avis you were asking about?
Avis, birds.
Yeah, the birds. Yeah, well, they have Chris.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I've got 5 days to move my house up.
Yep.
Not happening, sorry.
right now, the squids are beating everybody again.
Well, yeah.
I don't think anyone would really mind, though.
You can always go
I'm
hunt
not
the
going to
school.
apologize for my house being a group of awesome people.
Okay, why is this person a co-owner on my world? He's
Huh?
not supposed to be a
Brian's
co-owner
here.
on this world.
Hey,
Hello,
Brian.
Brian.
Hello,
Welcome.
Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Ew.
Hey, Brian.
Welcome aboard.
Hello.
There we go. I had to turn off the
Whiteboards
actual
are
stream so I was
clean
getting
enough
echo. I'm like, oh god, am I playing havoc with your audio? But apparently I'm not.
No,
It's
we're
so
all good.
interesting to just hear voices instead of seeing them too. Faces, on the Twitch.
Yes.
So
Faces?
accustomed to, I'm so accustomed to hearing Brian and seeing his face too. And I'm like, whoa, awesome.
Well, I don't have my hat on. The video just kick in.
No.
Crap.
Actually, you can turn video on Discord, incidentally.
Yeah, in
I
which
have no
case,
idea how it would show up on a stream, but it does.
it would show up
It
as
is an option.
as a little video
Yep.
box in the
Corner.
Discord window here. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody just popped up for a second. Anyway, hi
Yeah,
everybody.
me.
Siobhan was demonstrating.
Glad you
Oh.
could join us. You going to do some writing with us tonight?
That sounds swell.
All right.
What are we working on? Is there a prompt? Is there a thing? Like, I don't know what's happening.
I think we're all just kind of doing our own thing because, we're doing our Game of Tomes stuff, most of us. But, yeah, I'm currently doing some light edits. Moonflower's been writing. Her sci-fi, or their sci-fi world. Rowan is doing character journaling. Mara's working on his world for World Anvil. I don't remember what everybody else was doing. So.
I'm flitting back and forth between ideas.
I
Well, now
have
it's a
too many
toss-up.
ideas.
Oh, it is she.
Well, now it's a
tonight.
toss up
I'm sorry,
between working
I'm
on. Sorry.
I'm just joking around with you.
Brian, we should introduce you to World Anvil. Oh wait, are you there already?
Brian knows
I-
World Anvil.
so-
I'm,
I'm the rebel who doesn't want to jump in on World Anvil because I simply don't want to keep paying for different accounts of things.
you don't have to pay for it, you know.
Oh no, it's honestly, I think I'd spend too much time tinkering with World Anvil than actually getting anything done.
And that's legit too.
So
It can be
for-
distracting.
Yeah. So for me, who I do love me my world building, but it's going to prevent me from actually putting words on paper that people will read. So.
Hey, Realm.
Hey, Realm, thanks for joining us.
I decided.
Realm says the purpose of the Saturday Jousts, and Realm is an authority since he's one of the Closet Forge guys, right, is to sit in for write-ins, a way to bring everyone together while they progress through their work. Yeah, exactly.
I am working on a title for my next journal. I haven't decided what the title's going to be, and there's got to be a title.
I'm trying
What's
to
the
remember
concept?
a title.
It's a character journal actually for my Star Wars character.
Oh, okay.
Her last journal was titled Frag Knocked Up.
Well, it could be the moral conundrum.
That's outstanding.
What was that, Rowan?
I was just laughing.
That's a good
and
title for a story.
I'm
I
still-
could write a short story with that title. I could.
Knocked up.
Mars,
that's
Well,
right. I don't
that's
have a
the-
title for this.
State of things.
Mars says, working on my super mega ultra shared universe. Which, and the brain is not, how is that pronounced again, Mar? I'm an idiot.
Pinedoverse.
Pinedoverse, that's awesome.
So
And-
far,
I have-
journal titles have been. Okay.
No.
Okay. Holding on to the Bantha's tail, just breathe from inside the head of Melody, and yet, today, Nopey Note and Frag Knocked Up.
One of them more like the last one.
Is there some sort of pun there or something? I don't get. I don't get it. Is that like?
Okay, Frag is also another word for fucked.
I figured that,
Or-
but I don't get any. I'm sorry.
No, I was laughing mostly over the inflection anyway.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is Rowan has run Shadowrun for so long that her automatically turns to Frag over the other one because that's the yeah, it's been Shadowrun that did that.
Yeah,
No,
I think so.
yeah, but
Oh,
it is also a common term in the Star Wars lexicon when I went and researched common swear words for Star Wars.
Okay.
Fair enough.
That's
I don't know
fine.
what you're felling talking about.
Amelia
RPGs.
says, got my novel His Mate to work on. So far today, I've written 2 chapters and starting the 3rd. Excellent.
Nice.
I'll be right back.
Okay, see you in a minute.
I really need to publish some of these articles, but none of them are anywhere near complete.
You know what I'm thinking
I only
about?
have one published one.
I am thinking about the fact that summer camp for World Anvil is coming up again, and I still have articles I haven't even finished from summer camp last year.
Ew. Ew. Thank you for that reminder.
You didn't need that either, eh?
Yeah, neither
Yeah,
did
no.
I.
I think I at least labeled mine as work in progress.
Yeah, mine are still labeled work in progress, and they're still saying they're needing edits and stuff. I'm almost tempted to. I'm almost tempted to leave them as they are, just to show progression from when I started.
Oh, I can understand that. That's neat.
I'm
Works too.
debating whether or not I should just put an allowed or something saying this article is a work in progress, and just publish the heck out of this stuff. But I don't know where I'd put it. Probably in Reddit, because that's where I've been putting stuff.
For those of you following the sprint, that is the dragon of productivity demanding words. Get
I
back to the
forgot I
word
had some
mine.
side editing due today.
Ah, oopsie.
That's what I'm doing right now.
I guess.
Yeah, Morrow. Walking Dead lover said his mate.
Yep.
Is it? Okay. Never mind. My mind went to places. That's all.
They
What,
probably
MM?
went to the right places,
Yeah,
actually.
I'm sorry.
Yes?
Yeah, it
It
is.
was
It
in the right
is?
place. Yes?
Yeah, looks like.
I just realized my link is completely wrong. Ugh.
Oh,
Ignore that.
Oh.
I'm just complaining because it's called Pardisa still, because that's what it was originally called. But it's not called that anymore, and I don't know where to change the link.
uh-oh.
Found it.
Oh,
Oh, you found it. Okay. You can do like a global world search, though, you know, for your within your own world for a term like that, and it will show every instance that it has appeared.
I'm talking about this is the link to the world that used to be there,
Oh, okay. Oh,
and
I
I
see.
just changed it.
Oh, yeah. I have done that, and it was
Because now I need to refresh everything.
yeah.
And now, this is the link. Yay.
awesome. Moonflower, I don't think I've heard your voice before. It's really nice to hear you.
I'm about to cough. Sorry.
Hey, warning's
Best
advice.
timing ever.
I
It's so
know,
nice to hear you.
I swallowed weird, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
As the panic sets in. Got it.
But I've been on the Saturday Night Jousts, and I've been on Sables a couple times. But that's
Yeah.
really it. So
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the problem is when Brian's been in.
Exactly.
I've never been to one of these. This is awesome. This is what I've been wanting to do for a while. Actually, so I'm like,
Same
wait,
here.
I've missed it. Just life, busy evenings. Blah.
Yeah, makes sense. If you ever want to host one, I will definitely pop on, but I am not going to pressure you to do anything.
I don't have my own Discord, so
Well, you're
that would be
welcome to
difficult.
use my
It's a bit
channel.
difficult.
I have
if
a
you want to.
Discord.
Just or yeah, Eden's got a Discord too. You're welcome to use the NaNoWriMo channel for that. I don't mind. Just let me know so that I don't go, interrupting your stream, right?
Okay. I may take you up on that. I can't guarantee it at all.
We're not pressuring. Don't worry.
The thing is, too,
really? That's you could have fooled me.
But what I was gonna say was, if you're wanting to use a Nano voice channel, just mention in the Nano and Writing channel that you want that you're doing this, and anybody who wants to join you can come join you in the thing, and because most people see it anyway,
Right.
because we're all a bunch of
I'm
crazy
nodding
writers.
as though that matters. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was my mother's birthday today, so when I streamed this morning, I read aloud a poem that I wrote for her months ago that I know she has, but I read it for everybody else who was there too, and she was at the stream. She made an account today to come watch.
Oh wow!
My gosh, that's adorable.
Oh, it was great. And it's a poem I'm really proud of. It's one of those ones like stream of consciousness just spit out in 10 minutes, and it turned out to be it's one of my favorites. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Shadow, I like that idea. Hint, hint, coffee. Look at that.
Oh, I saw
and just
the idea. I saw the idea.
I just carry the room along through multiple streams.
And
Well, if people want to do that, I'm totally fine with that. So, just like I said, let me know so that people don't end up interrupting you unexpectedly, right?
Well, right now that's gonna depend if someone just joined my meetup. Yep. So I'm not gonna be able to continue the talking thing.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second, let me see.
Sure.
If y'all want to continue, I mean, I promised Lar a voice chat, so.
Aw, did I come too late?
Nope,
No.
we're still on for at least another half an hour. So.
Yay.
Oh, good. So it'll only be 1:30 in the morning instead of 1 o'clock for me.
Oh, same here. Same here. It'll be 1:30.
Not that late.
Eastern time zone unite.
It's almost 1 o'clock for me too, but I don't go to bed till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah, my typical bedtime somewhere between around 3, I think. So.
Yikes.
I would go
Weekends is
later,
longer.
but it's game night tonight, right? So,
Yeah.
when the roommate gets up, then I have to put this away. So.
I mean, my typical bedtime was 5 a.m. But my body has been so messed up and I'm having to do things during the day. I've stopped streaming to get things dealt with right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean,
Sometimes it needs to happen.
yeah, I know. I mean, right now, I've got an appointment on the 30th where I have to be at the hospital before 7 a.m.
You.
Wow. I only had to do that once for an MRI, and I had to have not slept the night before. No, wait, that was an EEG. Excuse me.
What?
Yeah, I'm going for an MRI.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
I've had one of those too.
I will be driving, so I'm like, I just said, remember, I go to bed at 3. This is going to be a fun day. We're going to do it. It's going to be fine.
Everywhere.
I had a sleep study once, and it was absolutely terrible. They make you wake up, and if you don't fall asleep, you don't fall asleep. You're not allowed to sleep, and it sucks.
Oh, I was gonna do a sleep study, but then COVID happened.
Yeah, same. Same.
Then again, we did find out that I have delayed sleep phase disorder, insomnia related to medical conditions, among other things. So, I recommend actually getting them if you need to.
I mean, I
Today
went
on
for...
Medical Problems of Writing Streamers, we discuss. Sorry, I crack jokes like that.
no,
mine wasn't really a sleep study. I've had 3 grand mal seizures in my life, and they all happened either on the edge of sleep or during sleep. So they were like, "That's weird. We want to do no sleep EEG on you," and it found nothing, which sucks. So.
That's always how it works.
Hey, at least I've been safely in a bed every time.
That's true.
Oh, coffee went away.
Yeah, Coffee said they had to disconnect for a minute and they'd be back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways,
yeah, that
Ron, I
really
hope you're
sucks,
okay.
those things.
Oh, well, I'll survive. They're looking for... because my legs keep giving out on me.
Oh.
So they're trying to find the cause. Which could possibly be epilepsy.
Oh, I didn't even know epilepsy could be in other parts of the body.
Well, the thing is,
epilepsy isn't what people think it is. Epilepsy has to do with your brain glitching out, depending on stimuli, but it can affect any muscles or part of your nervous system that it wants. It's not like because I took 14 years of medical school this morning, so but both from experiencing seizures and also from working in the field of developmentally disabled people, A lot of people don't know that you can have seizures while fully conscious and aware of your surroundings.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's a thing that can happen where you might just start clenching your fist back and forth, and it's an involuntary movement, but you're totally aware that you're clenching your fist up, and stuff like that. You can't control it's completely involuntary. It's the same with, I mean, I'm not going to guess, but it's the same thing. Epilepsy is just, it's not. Most people think epilepsy, they think fall on the floor and shake, and that's not what it is.
Yeah, no. I mean, because, and the thing is, a seizure can affect any number of things simultaneously or independently.
Yep.
Which means one time you can have a seizure where your legs give out. Another time you just pass out. Your body just shuts down.
I'm just going to interrupt for a moment to say, hello, Sparkles! Welcome to the chat. And also, hello, Dead Aussie Gamer. I never get to see you either, and he's in the chat. So, awesome. How are you guys doing?
Well, Sparkles is more than just in the chat. He's in the
video in the chat. That's right. Yay!
Sparkles
Where is his face? Where is the face?
Bottom
I see a
right-hand
video.
corner of my display here, but it says his mic is muted currently.
Yeah.
But hello, we're glad to see you. I'm glad you're here. I haven't had a chance to talk with you in a while. I hope you're well.
Is my camera on?
No, your camera's not on.
No.
But your mic is now.
Yeah, you scared the crap out of him. I was looking too. I'm like, I don't see his face.
Well, no. When you said like the video chat, my brain went like, "Is my camera on? I have no lights on. How can you see me?"
No, just your portrait from Discord, sweetie.
Okay, I see. But yes, hello. I am Barbarossa. What is it? Glitterstein Dazzleberry von Sparklebeard.
Your handle is one of my favorites, by the way.
Yes.
Everyone says that. Everyone loves the Sparklebeard.
So
It's
wait,
just truly funny.
Did I ever tell you guys where the name comes from?
Did your beer sparkle?
I assumed it came from your hilarious brain.
Here's a hint.
No. So the name actually comes from my very first D&D character, who was a dwarf bard, who had mined gold most of his life, and so his beard just had gold dust in it, so it sparkled. And everywhere he went, he just littered gold dust everywhere.
It's hilarious.
That's excellent.
Dead Aussie Gamer says, howdy, learning so much this morning, which is refreshing because, hey, we were talking about how epilepsy actually works and how seizures actually work. And Dead Aussie Gamer says, that is a cool idea with the sparkle, the gold dust in the beard. So, that is awesome.
Cool.
For those who don't know him, Dead Aussie Gamer does game streams on his channel in a variety of systems, and they put on a high-quality production like Critical Role, casual Zoom meeting, but real graphics and character work and pre-planned adventures and VTT maps, and it's really awesome.
Jeez.
Actually.
You are a scholar and a legend, Aussie Gamer.
Yeah. But
I have
I'm fixing sig figs.
two games to run tomorrow, and I'm prepared for neither one of them.
Cool.
That's okay. Because usually just doing it by the seat of your pants, as long as you don't have any big monster fights looming on the horizon, works just peachy keen fine. Besides that, players usually hang themselves without too much effort on your part.
Yes.
I've learned that to be more than true.
Saban, how much about that object do I want to know?
This is the tether stake for my little puppy.
What?
You stick it into the ground and stick a tether on it.
Yeah.
So she can run around outside.
Oh, okay.
When you hold it sideways, you can't envision what it's supposed to do.
No, the thing is, I'm holding it sideways so you can look at the angles.
Okay, I'm looking at angles.
It was
Or puppy.
It's
It
like some
was.
sort of weird torture device.
Yeah, no, because I mean, this end here used to be the same as this end up over here. Like it used to be straight, even with the curl.
Oh,
Happened.
The
And
puppy got a hold of it.
She bent it
This-
because she bought a cheap one.
this isn't a cheap one. It's designed for a 50-pound puppy.
Funny
You
story.
need to get one of the big dog ones.
I know. She's only 38 pounds.
That's the end of
Yes,
the
but
sprint
she
for
has-
those of you following the sprint timer.
Yes, Siobhan, but she has the hype and energy of a 50-pound puppy.
More like a 60-pound one.
Yeah.
Hi, Moon.
Hello.
Screams at sig figs. What is sig figs?
The number of numbers after a dot.
Ah,
I had it at like 5 or something. It needs to be at 2. So yeah, I am fixing it.
gotcha.
Yeah, before it drives you crazy.
Yes. I'll show you once I get this article semi-done. Okay, it's good enough now. I just finished Sig Figs, so yeah.
Oh, nice. Gwen says, finished numbering. Now I have to get together some poems. I'm going to a haiku festival tomorrow at the city of Ukiah. That sounds
Wow.
amazingly
Nice.
cool. I
Nice.
would love to go to a haiku festival.
what the heck is a haiku festival? This needs to be
Yeah.
unpacked.
What
Looks
would
like
you do?
Japanese culture.
Well, I'll let Gwen do that, but I know that Jamie was telling me about something he went to. There we go. Wow, we've got quite the crowd in here.
There's only 10 of us.
Okay, so of course, I've got 2 people that did join my Zoom meeting. So I will not be doing. I cannot continue to do the chat during my stream. Sorry.
Okay.
That's
I
fine.
will make things so that possibly I'll do that in the future, but not today at the moment.
Yeah, this is a good idea. It's gonna spread, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is.
By the way, we have about 30 people in the stream right now, which is an unusually high number for me. So welcome everybody, and that's really cool. I'm glad you're all here.
Yeah,
That's a lot
We
of
need to
people.
do more of these.
that's what's name. Does it? I was in Tria's. I can't even say her name right because it's way on my thing. I was in hers because she sometimes does poetry streams. That's how she found me. But normally she's doing shooty bang bang games. But tonight I happened to catch one of the writing ones, and she's like, "Oh, who do we raid? Oh, I don't know who's live. There's nobody live." And I'm like, "Excuse me, but there's Sable Aradia."
Nice. Thank you for leading people my way. That's really great. I really appreciate it.
I mean, she's in New Zealand, so like the other side of the world gets to experience us now, which is great. They're like plus 17 hours or some ridiculous number.
I think
Yeah.
plus 14 is technically the maximum of human habitation.
I was gonna say I'm +9, so
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
and here I'm at -7 currently, so
Yeah. So, -7, +9, that's +16 from where we are.
yep.
So-
okay, that's how.
UTC
By the way, I
plus
just pulled a
14.
number out of the air. I don't actually know if New Zealand is plus 17.
That's actually probably accurate then.
Can I just say that I am frankly amazed that Brian can just pull numbers out of the air. Whenever I try, I just grab air.
Yeah, me too.
It's a learned skill. Takes years of dedication.
Gwen
Right.
says, yes, it's a real. Sorry. Gwen says, yes, it's a real place named after the local indigenous people. You notice that Yukiya is haiku backwards. That's great. The festival is online, but we each get to read 3 poems. That is cool.
Nice.
That just reminds me of how I was super disappointed when I was looking up Australia once and I saw the city of Townsville. Immediately thought Powerpuff Girls and found out it's a small village named after a man named Robert Towns.
Okay, duly noted, Dead Aussie Gamer. I will try to stream more in this time slot more often.
I try to sleep during this time slot, so in general, I don't.
It's only 10 p.m. for me.
Do I need it?
Well, the thing is, normally I am sleeping in this time slot, so I can be up and streaming in my time slot.
UTC plus 14 is the earliest time zone on Earth. That's pretty darn cool.
Did you know? Here's a really dumb history fact I know. There's an island nation called Kiribati that purposely petitioned the United Nations government to get it on a different side of the timeline, just so it could be claimed as the nation where the sun rises. The first place in the world that gets morning.
That's cool.
Yep. Gotta be known for something.
Hey, since the international date line is entirely arbitrary anyway, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to figure it out somewhere. Like they had to draw the line somewhere. That's. Although I'm curious to know now how it was determined. That's a curious thought.
There are 26 hours of time zones.
Yep.
I'm guessing the British Empire is involved in this.
Probably.
Oh,
I did once blow someone's mind by explaining that an airplane is a time machine.
They go forward or backwards.
I actually know why time zones are a thing. Become a big history nerd.
Oh no! Here we go.
Who wants to know why time zones are a thing?
Somebody write out paperwork.
Humans are complicated.
So
I just know that the increments of how minutes and seconds are determined too. So
longitude.
Before time zones were a thing, a lot of places around the world relied on what was called railway time, which relied on basically where the sun was at noon compared to your town. And this was really complicated because no one knew how to put this on a clock. So one day, Greenwich in Great Britain decided to draw a bunch of lines on a map for railway companies to decide that everyone in this section is on this hour, and it differs going from Greenwich. And there was actually, in the United States, a huge thing that they were against the time zones because
why not? Of course we're going to do that.
Because they believed that if they allowed it, because of the way it was presented, that people would be forced to follow the schedule of the railroad. And that meant that people would live, eat, work, go to church, the bank, and die on railway time.
Were people doing that anyhow?
Yes. Yes, they were.
Oh God, we haven't learned a goddamn thing, have we? Excuse me, I'm sorry.
No, we haven't.
I'm on somebody else's stream. I need to watch my language. I apologize.
No, you don't. This is I marked this as an adult channel because I swear.
Sure,
Feel free to swear.
Sure.
But seriously, Brian, I'm actually
has gone to bed.
I'm actually taking a university course right now about the Gilded Age, or from the Civil War to the 1920s, and I'm just like, every time I go to class, I hold my head in my hands like, this is just like 10 years ago. We are literally repeating everything.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, so Dead Aussie Gamer says, so it's also convenient if you get killed by a train on railway time.
I don't get it. I'm kind of slow.
I actually know a really dark fact about my home state of North Dakota that's based around railway time. In one of the towns in North Dakota, it is illegal for you to schedule your dentist appointment by railway time. And they meant by train schedule, because what they would do was they would have a chair at the one end of the platform, and they would tie a string to your tooth, and they would tie it to the train.
Yikes.
That's the stupidest thing in the world.
I know.
Primitive dentistry?
There's I forgot the website. There's a website where you can look up all the weirdest laws of the states. There's some really, really weird laws.
Yeah, I don't
Canada
blame
has
you.
some strange ones too. They're usually municipal, right? For instance, there's a town here that it is illegal to be out after dark without your cavalry saber.
Yep.
Hello,
In North
Vernon.
in Bismarck,
Canada?
North Dakota, it is illegal for a locomotive engineer to take his train home with him.
I just imagine this train. Fuck this.
We
Off
have another
the
town.
I don't know how he pulled it off, but he did.
I am actively
There's
losing my
another
hair
town
by
where-
running my hands through my head right now.
Here in Canada, we have a town where it is illegal to race camels down Main Street.
Yeah, that's Kamloops. They changed that
See, I'll
recently.
take
They
those.
finally
Only
took that
Maine?
off the books.
Oh, you mean they changed the law so that it covers it up?
Yep.
Guys,
No, it just means that somebody won finally.
guys, there's a
Okay,
We have a federal law that when you get released from jail, you can request, this is still on the books, all right, you may insist upon being issued a firearm and a horse and saddle and enough food and water for a week.
I like that.
Huh.
In
See, I get the
Bismarck,
law
or
of- Go ahead.
in Rugby, North Dakota, as per the law created by the National Union of Hotels of North Dakota. I don't know how it's national, but it is. It is illegal for ranchers to go to bed with their boots on, if in a hotel,
That probably
Because
saves
they
the
would-
cleaning fees.
because cowboys would go to bed with their spurs on, and their spurs would tear up the sheets.
Not to mention the
Oh.
mattresses.
Yep.
That actually
Guys.
makes sense.
it is. Or there's a law in my state that says while riding in an elevator, one must talk to no one and fold his hands while looking toward the door.
Wait, are you all looking this up or you
Wow.
know this?
No,
I know
used to-
this.
We
I
know
used to live in a
this.
place, Kennesaw, Georgia. The law says heads of household are required to keep a firearm in their home.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
Kennesaw, Georgia,
Also-
folks.
In my or I shouldn't say my hometown, but my current place of residence, Gainesville, Georgia, which is the poultry capital of the world right now, it is illegal for a man, woman, or child to eat fried chicken with a fork or knife.
Yeah, Gainesville, I see you doing
You
that.
know, some channels will look up dad jokes. We look up the most obscure referenceless shit that we can find.
It is illegal for a Tennessee senator to hold office unless he has served and survived a duel.
Ooh.
Really?
Interesting.
I like the idea. I like they put served and survived. Like there's two different things to that.
There are.
Well, which state was it that actually voted for the dead guy to win the seat?
I think it was Tennessee.
I don't remember, but I know. I mean, I remember watching an episode of The West Wing that kind of mirrored that, which is really fun, because it was great. Because the spokesman's like, "Your candidate died. How why would we still vote for him?" He's like, "You can still vote for the guy," and then they just put in a substitute. You end up voting for a
Yeah,
substitute.
North
He's like,
Dakota.
but he said like there are worse things in the world than no longer being alive. Was his argument against the other guy, which is awesome.
There are.
So,
Um,
have you guys ever heard the story of Andrew Jackson and what he had to do to actually serve his first term as president?
No, but I know he had the big block of cheese.
By the way, hi Gala,
Okay,
good
so-
to see you, and hi Tal.
So,
We're only
Andrew
on for
Jackson-
another
I
10
didn't even
minutes on
notice.
this.
Sorry.
hey,
So
So
Gala.
Andrew
hey,
Jackson through basically
Hey,
what is
Chrysalia.
Hey Chrysalia. So Andrew Jackson through what is essentially the 1820s version of a big kegger at the White House after he won. And the party went on so rowdily, they had to get Secret Service to put beer kegs out on the lawn so people would leave him alone so he could start being president.
That's great. I just know that he had a 2-ton block of cheese or something.
Yeah, because he created the Union of American Cheese Workers.
Oh,
They gave him that.
wow.
See, this is why I'm going to be a history teacher. I just know this
Throw
shit.
the kegger, obviously.
Well, no, this is why I'm
That's
going
why I
to
had
be
to
a
throw
history
the
teacher.
kegger, obviously. What the hell else do you do with a 2-ton block of cheese? You throw a big party. Serve
Actually,
cheese.
I friggin' love when he lost the election. He gave a speech, and he said, "My only regret as my term of president is I didn't shoot Henry Clay and I didn't hang John C. Calhoun, who was his acting vice president."
Oh, wow.
They knew how to give speeches in those days.
History, man. Sometimes it's hilarious. It's like reading Marketplace on Facebook.
Well, this is why I'm going to be a history teacher. I'm not looking this up. I just know this.
I'm
Wait.
either thrilled for or am terrified for your students. I can't decide which.
I would be thrilled to have you as my history
I'm
teacher.
thrilled.
Ditto.
Oh yeah.
I just knew you'd be standing there giggling the whole time, being like, "Hey, did you know this?"
Oh, this will be on
here's
the test.
Oh yeah, word
Well,
counts.
making it
People are
fun
writing.
is, good.
Here's another another dumb fact. The first words ever communicated through a telephone with Alexander Graham Bell is quite literally a meme today. He had his assistant go to a house and install a telephone, and they put the telephone wire and everything, and it rang. And Alexander Graham said, "I am calling from the Graham estate," but the assistant missed the car or missed the carriage to go to the house. So the person arrived home early and picked it up. So when he looked at the device and saw it ring and picked it up, and Alexander Graham said, "This is Alexander Graham Bell from the Bell residence," the person responded with, "Who's this?" New phone, who's this?
Nice.
The very first thing that before it was installed in the first house, the very first message that was actually done over a phone when they were testing it was Alexander Graham Bell had done something to hurt himself, and so he calls Watson, and it's, "Watson, come quickly, I need you."
I thought it was something with acid that he got on his hands.
That's what, yeah.
It was like
Acid.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was. I just wasn't gonna jump to that.
The only fun fact that I know is that there are only 3 words in the English language that begin with DW.
Dwarf,
Dwarf.
and dwell, right? And
Dwarf and dwell
Dwarf.
are 2 of them.
Dwarf, dwell, dwarven.
Rumor.
It's
good for Scrabble,
it's just an
probably not for this.
just an extension of dwarf.
Dwemer, as Roman said.
Ah,
Dwemer?
yeah, sure. It's a spell.
DWEOMER.
I've never heard of
Why?
that.
And it is an English
Oh.
word, and yeah. I mean, it's obscure, but it's in the dictionary.
Okay.
Oh,
four, I
magic.
guess.
Where is it?
sorcery, what?
So what's
So
the one we're
who
missing,
wants-
Brian?
Dwindle.
Oh, of
Oh,
course.
dwindle.
Oh, of course.
It's
That's-
obvious once you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dwindle,
Really,
dwarf,
it
and
is
dwell. Those are the ones I
fine
know. I
because
didn't.
they're both the same thing, basically.
Did you get?
What about
I
dweeb?
the only
Yeah,
thing I
dweeb.
used to know
I
was
did
about
know that, Shadow.
It's worth repeating
I heard
here,
about
though.
that.
Do you want to say it aloud there, Shadow?
Yeah.
So, Antonio Manucci, an Italian immigrant, began developing the design of a talking telegraph in 1849. In 1871, he filed a caveat, the announcement of an invention for the design of a talking telegraph. Right? He's actually, his house is on his house is actually right around the corner from where I live, but he couldn't do it because of hardships. So Bell took his idea and got credit for inventing the telephone when it wasn't even his idea. Actually, I have to talk lower because family members are going to bed and whatnot. So.
Yeah.
Dweeb is playable in Scrabble.
Aiden, you're funny. Dweeb is playable in Scrabble.
Dweeb.
I'm not kidding. It's worth 12 points.
Did you know that during World War I, they designated tanks by gender?
Wait.
What?
Tanks?
Yeah, tanks.
Like
You know, like the big armored vehicles with guns on them?
by gender?
Yes.
Sable.
Oh,
If
you
the-
mean by name?
Yes.
Never mind.
No.
Already
So,
responded.
when they were building tanks, they would have male and female tanks. A male tank was the one with a rotary cannon on it. The female tanks had machine guns.
That's interesting.
Oh, well, okay.
Wow.
Also,
Wow.
in World War II, they did something similar, but it was a rotary cannon and a flamethrower.
Jeez.
It's a little similar to what the Japanese did during World War II as well, with all the boats they had on the ocean. Depending on the size of the boat, depended on what you named it after. If it was a big boat, it was named after a prefecture, but if it was like slightly weight class, it was named after a mountain. If it's under that weight class, it was named after a river.
That's cool.
But if the reasoning for the boat was actually a patrol boat versus, a military vessel, then the patrol boats were named after seasonal names.
Oh.
And so supposedly, if you know how the rules went, and you can read the Japanese, you can figure out from the name of the boat what the purpose of the boat was, and
And how big
probably
the
how
fleet
much,
is.
how big it was and how much it weighed. Yeah.
Wow. That's neat.
Yeah.
Something
it's-
I want to do in some story in sci-fi somewhere that I want to write in like space opera kind of thing is a corporation that started naming their starships after Shakespeare plays, because when they
That would be
when
fun.
when the corporation owner, when the guy who owns the corporation or whatever it is started their design, the first inventor or whatever, and they were putting together the starship, the engineers were like, this thing's just a comedy of errors, and the guy was like, that's brilliant, we should name all of like that. And so it just became, because can you imagine a pleasure yacht in space called the Midsummer Night's Dream?
Absolutely, that's awesome.
The Merchant
I
of
love
Venice.
And they're all public domain, so I don't know anybody's shit.
Okay, what would Hamlet be called? What kind of ship would Hamlet get?
Hamlet?
Okay,
Ghost
so
ship.
just FYI,
Oh,
gang, this stream here, we're not going to be doing another sprint. I have to shut down in about 2 minutes. So bring out your words. Bring out your
Negative
words.
40.
That's
Negative
actually-
45.
I love the fact that you just did that.
No shame?
You can
Okay.
blame me.
Yeah, I blame Rowan. That was her idea. She started going, bring
That's-
out your words, and then the chat, and I'm like, okay.
Negative 45.
I've just been sitting here
Yeah,
talking. I just had a big
unfortunately,
spitball.
Negative 45. That's awesome.
My
Well,
very large authoritative bell is currently packed away in a box
Gotcha.
that is not in my house.
Yeah, I better
I'm good.
add up what I've done.
I'm
for
gonna
this
give out
chapter.
one more fact before we head out. Then
Before you do,
Did
though, if I might, right? Does anybody want to take this to their stream from here? Like I said, you're quite welcome to continue to use this channel in my Discord and carry right on.
Oh
I'm
my
willing
God.
to go.
I'm sorry.
I'm willing
sorry.
to go up and stream. That's not a
Yeah.
problem. But
Okay.
I won't be able to take the voice chat. So
Yeah.
if there's someone who wants to take the voice chat and is willing to stream, you're more than welcome. If there's not, I'm still happy to stream either or.
I appreciate that, Coffee, and thank you so much that you're willing to cover. That was really cool.
Sure.
It's just people seem like really excited about this, and I'm like, well, is there any way that people can have their cake and eat it too? But
Yeah.
I will continue the voice chat if people will want it in PMs, but I cannot stream it.
I have to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hopped in because I realized this was going on when I brought the other group in here, and I'm like, this is awesome. This is exactly what I wanted to do months ago, and that became Conduit instead.
Well, there's no reason that this kind of thing can't continue. I'll remind everybody that
Oh, yeah.
the original idea was from the Closet Forge. They have been doing this on Saturday night, and they just weren't able to do it tonight. And people were really excited about it, so I decided I would fill in. Right, so I'm sure they're going to continue doing it on Saturday nights, and if they do, that is where you will find me because I love it and I think it's great.
I love it too. This is great.
So
I'm really enjoying it as well.
Yeah,
if nothing else, because Rowan doesn't get to socialize very often or very much. Because she lives in a tiny house in the middle of nowhere.
Well, she made that choice on her own.
Oh my.
Yeah, well, rather than live anywhere near people, I would rather live in a hole under a log first. Because I like the vast majority of the world's populace not so much.
Or as Bilbo said.
And you don't get to pick who your neighbors are.
Yeah. But as I say, as Bilbo said, I like half of you about half as much as you deserve, and the other half twice as more than you.
I actually have the book.
Yeah.
Okay, Coffee accidentally clicked the wrong button. They said they're going out to start up their stream, which is awesome. Sounds like we will indeed be rating Coffee, which is great. And, thanks very much, everyone, for joining us tonight. This was great. I'm sure I will do this again some other time. It will probably not be on Saturday nights because, like I said, I'm going to be over at the Closet Forge. So, but maybe Friday.
I have the quote.
Yeah, if anyone wants to stay on in the Discord and keep chatting, that's totally fine, but I am going now. So, let's see here. Don't forget that
Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
It's Privateers, or you can also use your raid shout or your house motto if you are playing Game of Tones. We are back tomorrow. I'll be back at 1:00 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. What is that? 8 p.m. UTC for Sable's World Forge. And then we'll also be doing our game tomorrow night at 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern, and 12:30 a.m. UTC. And thanks, this was so much fun.
Yeah, I had a great time. I just popped in at the end.
All right, have a good night, everybody. We'll see you again
Good
soon.
night, Sable.
Good night.
Good night, Sable.
Good night, everyone.
You're all awesome.
You guys are pretty awesome too. This was great.
As long as other people are, but.
And I have to go, so have fun, guys.
Bye.
Good night, all.
Bye.